This is part of a series of 7 portals or doorways or platforms I made just this fall in Toronto. The wood on these is old growth eastern white pine that has been sitting under Lake Huron in the Georgian Bay since the 1800s. So depending, and again, I'm an expert, there's probably forestry experts much better than I here, but as I understand it, right, these would have been the initial, part of that initial clear cutting, an old growth that happened then, and as they were going to be milled, fell to the bottom of the lake. And what I'm actually doing with these and another larger one that I just did in Grand Rapids, Michigan, I'm working with someone who harvests them off the bottom of the lake, mill them, and then basically I'm rematriating them to the land. So then they become these structures, these portals that get put in place, and then they'll rot in those places back to the earth. It's a bit hard to tell here up in copper country, but it's framed in copper. It's all framed in copper. And this is at this is at an industrial site just outside of Toronto, at a place called Mississauga, and you'll see some of these other ones here. This is also at that same site, so the site is right on Lake Ontario. All of that beautiful, all of this beautiful red rock here you see, which looks amazing, that's actually old sewer pipe. This was the site of a sewer pipe construction company, and when it went out of business, they literally buried all these clay sewer pipes in the ground, on the shores, at that space. And as the weather in the season happened, all of that has been breaking down, and you get these kind of beautiful, rich clay sewer pipes. Yes, and some of them are actually stamped with the company logo on them. This is another space within that same industrial site. This is part of a project called Agaming, or On the Lakeshore, thinking about that space, that intermediary space where lakes and land come together, where earth and sky come together, where water and sky come together. This is a Petro-Canada refinery. And the idea is we installed these looking directly at these horrific polluters, extractors, corporations, and then they were programmed and people would literally look back and engage with them. This is what they look like. And that's all old growth wood there. And this is a bigger, newer version at the Grand Rapids Art Museum. Installed in the gallery, changes its context